Hello, I'm Dr. David Ajibade, and I'm the founder and executive director of Brain and Body Foundation. This is a charity, an NGO that has been mandated by the Federal Ministry of Health in Nigeria to address children with medically fragile conditions. We use the term medically fragile because it covers a whole range of kids with brain disorders like seizures, cerebral palsy, autism, and also includes sickle cell disease, which Nigeria is number one worldwide. And as we're addressing these conditions, we are always on the lookout for nutraceuticals. These are like supplements, nutritional supplements on steroids, I like to say, that address the brain, address the body in a way that is wholesome and doesn't cause side effects. Because many of these children, parents come from far and wide just for help, and we treat them free of charge. And the last thing we want to do is add more to their problems. Some of the things we look out for, our watchwords are speed, it has to act quickly, safety, it has to be safe, it has to be simple to administer. Many of the parents are illiterate, so they wouldn't understand complex things. And it also helps if there's a lot of research behind it. And one of the lines of nutraceuticals that we have been very, very, very impressed with are the Aroga series and the Aroga pathway series, and there are four of them that we use more than anything else. So I just wanted to share briefly on each of these conditions and how the Aroga pathways have helped. Let's start with seizure disorders. We've been very impressed with how these have helped. Parents would come back saying, well, the kid who used to have a seizure practically every day has stopped having their seizures. One particular example was a mother and her, I think, 20-year-old daughter. And they had run out of the supplements, and the mother, of course, was really scared that the seizures would come back, and they were far off, they couldn't come back in time. But she said she was really surprised when for almost a week before they could come back, there were no seizures at all, and the lady, the child is becoming, well, not the child, but the lady was beginning to be more alert and focusing better. So that was a really good thing. Cerebral palsy, over and over and over again, reports are that the child is beginning to do things he or she couldn't do before. Is able to hold her neck, have more neck stability. Is able to crawl better. Some are able to walk and stand and walk. Some are even taking multiple steps. And these are things that were impossible. They were not able to do before, and in a very, very, very short time, we're beginning to see results. Another one is autism. Interestingly, with autism, that's probably one of the most difficult conditions ever to manage, and I have never seen this with any other nutraceutical we've used. The parents would say that their child would, when it's time for the dose, I would ask them to give it to them 3 times a day, and the child would actually come and remind them, or if they knew where the supplements were, they would go and bring the supplements to their parents and say, hey, it's time. I mean, many of them can't talk, but they would like indicate that it's time for their dose. And I thought that was really interesting. One thing it tells me is that it's working, and secondly, it also says that these kids actually do want to get better, and when they see something that works in their bodies, they are more attuned to it, and they are more apt to want more. The fourth aspect, which again is fantastic, I think this is worth, if for only this one condition, it's worth it all. It's the sickle cell disease. You may not know, but Nigeria is number one in the world by far when it comes to sickle cell disease. Only 50% of the almost 200,000 children being born each year with the condition, only 50% actually survive till their 10th birthday. And even before then is a lot of pain and suffering, hospital bills, and a lot of hurt and distress by the parents and the sufferers. But we just started taking just one of that, the Aroga series, just one of the four, and we started using that, and result after result, the crises stopped, no more pain. At that time, we just thought we would just focus on the crises, but the results have been far above that. They're now telling us that the kids have more energy, the kids can go to school, they don't have to miss school anymore. In fact, one report from a parent was that the child was always forgetful, always forgetting stuff, and couldn't pay attention in school. And now, in addition to the fact that he doesn't have crisis anymore, he is now pay more attention. He's not forgetting stuff. I wasn't expecting that at all. So over and over again, we're seeing really, really great results, and I really thank the management and staff of Aroga for bringing this into being and for making that available to especially those of us in developed countries. I'm sorry, excuse me, developing countries. So again, we're with the Brain and Body Foundation. Our website is www.brainandbodyfoundation.org. And we're also on Facebook as well with the same name. So if you have any more questions or you would like to sponsor or support what we're doing, again, we offer these things for free, and we're really excited about the results we've been getting. So please feel free to contact us. Thank you very much.